And it really is a life-changing program because these young women, they finish college, they're ready to embark on careers that will propel their families from poverty to the middle class. They have financial independence for the rest of their lives. So, there's a huge demand for this program. We really hope that you'll help us provide this opportunity to even more young women. So here to hear more about it is our board member, Anita Akerkar, who is going to have a dialogue with Madhu, a young woman from the Shalini Fellowship program in Mumbai.
Thank you, Linda. As Linda had said, I had the fortunate chance to meet Linda many years ago, and we were able to finally connect Kiran Anjali Project and the Shalini Fellowships together. And it's been about 10 years since I have been involved with the Shalini Fellowships, and I've had the opportunity to meet so many wonderful young women who are smart and ambitious, but yet just were in an economic situation that they were not able to make their potential happen, make it realized or have it realized. And one of the people that I've been able to meet over the course of my years with the Shalini Fellowship is Madhu Parki. I've known Madhu for about 1.5 years now, and she is just the epitome of what the Shalini Fellowship can do for smart and ambitious girls in India. So I'd like to introduce you to Madhu Parki. Madhu, if you could unmute yourself, that would be great. All right.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello everyone. I'm Madhu Parki from India, Mumbai chapter.
Why don't you go ahead?
Yeah, so right now I'm 21. I'm in the final year. Yeah, I was just introducing myself that I'm just 21 right now, and I'm in my final year, which is the 3rd year of my graduation. And I'll be graduating in March 2021. And currently I'm interning at a real estate consulting firm, which is Evervantage. And this internship was also provided by USF, the Udyan Shalini Fellowship.
Yes. Tell us a little bit about your family, Madhu, and where you live. Can you hear me, Madhu?
My family is a very small family of me, my mom, yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So my family consists of my parents and a younger sister. My family actually hailed from North India, and then they shifted to, or they in fact moved to Bombay in search of better job opportunities. And over here, because both of my parents are uneducated, they got work as a domestic help. And here in Mumbai, we live in a small house, which is a 10 by 11 room. That's the room we got in return of the work they do. And in that space, we share it with other 14 people who work for the same person, and we sleep throughout the house. So it's a huge family, I feel.
So how do you get your work done, your homework done, and your sister? How do you all manage with such a small space and so many people there?
So I think we come, as and when we face situation, life teaches you how to tackle that. So what I learned, and my mentor from USF told me, if you cannot concentrate, just put on your earplugs, play the music. You are just into that music world, and focus on, and just focus on the book you are reading. So that's how I manage. So we just put our earphones on and we are studying.
I think that's good advice for all of us on this Zoom call, actually.
Yeah.
So Madhu, you once said to me, I'm going to read this by verbatim what you said to me one day, which is, girls like me don't know what's happening in the world. Can you tell me more about that? And is this how you would have described yourself before entering the Shalini Fellowship?
Obviously, yes. Because before entering the USF Udyan Shalini program when I passed my 10th grade, before that, my regular life routine was getting up, going to school, coming back home. That's all. and then again next morning getting up and going to school. So my life was just between my home and the school, and I always felt in like I couldn't talk to people because I lacked confidence. I felt I am, it was a low self-esteem, and I was very scared to face the people and talk to different people around, because I felt that I have no idea about how to travel, or I don't know about my rights, and I had no idea about the corporate world. So I always used to, I used to always wonder what happens in office, like how it works in the corporate world. And yes, before the Shalini program, I was very scared to talk to people. I wouldn't, like, just as right now I'm talking to you, this wouldn't be happening at that time.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? Since the last time we spoke, probably last year, the way that you have been able to speak now and express yourself is even better than it was last year. So you just keep getting more and more confident, and I love seeing that in you. So your parents make about $6 US dollars per day.
Mm.
Without the Shalini program, what do you think the future would be for you without attending to college?
I think the first option would be to leave my education and start working and support my family. And as in India, you need a good education qualification to get better jobs. And I would, at that time, would be just a 10th grade person. I would get a job as a domestic help, just as my parents, or more than that, I would be like a child care leave. That's all, nothing more than that. And even if after working I could earn enough money to go back to school, it would be difficult because of the gap, the education gap, as well as the economic gap. And even if I went to the university, like if I'm working and I'm going to the university, it would be difficult because that time my focus would be more on earning money rather than enjoying the college experience or the university life. So uh, and it would be very difficult to stay at par with the students or my fellows at the college, because I would feel that I'm not capable, or I'm not at par with them in sense of their knowledge or the way they handle things or they manage relationship in life. So that would be something bringing me down again.
Okay. So if I could just rephrase everything that you've said. So without the Shalini Fellowship, you believe that you would likely have left school after the 10th grade, either worked as a child caregiver in someone's home or as a domestic help in someone's home. And for all of you who don't know, in India, domestic help can be anything from cleaning the home to cooking for the home or doing other errands in the home of someone else. And then you also said that if you had the opportunity to go to college, that you feel that without the Shalini Fellowship, that you actually would not have been able to take advantage of it fully because you wouldn't have the proper sort of social skills to make the most of and take advantage of the college experience. Correct? Okay, good. Now, besides the money that the Shalini Fellowship gives to you to help you with your your junior college and currently your your university education, what else has the Shalini Fellowship given to you?
It has given me an ocean of opportunities. So, it always gave me an opportunity to showcase my talent and what I have inside me. So I would like to just mention three events which are really close to my heart. First of one is in the month of October 2019, when I co-anchored the Udyan Shalini Mumbai and Thane orientation, which is our annual day. At that time, we had a good audience of 300 people, which included Shalinis, alumni, parents, mentors, and Udyan leaders. So that time, it was for the first time I was speaking to so many people, And that particular event brought a new dimension in my life, because I realized, oh, I can even do this. And then people also started realizing, oh, Madhu is a good public speaker, and people started knowing me, and they started respecting me after that. So that was the first event which really changed my life. Second one was somewhere in the month of December or in January earlier this year, when famous music Bollywood music directors Salim and Suleiman, they organized a play, Umrao Jan Ada, and in their charity event they supported Udyan Shalini Fellowship. And over there, I got the opportunity to speak about the Udyan Shalini Fellowship and share my experience. And that time I addressed to 1100 people. That
Wow.
is the highest number of people I've ever spoken to. So that also stays right in the heart. And then in the March, COVID hits India. We got, we all go into lockdown stage. And as you know, most of our Shalinis, our parents are daily wage earners. So it, majority of the parents lost their job. And Shalinis faced such a difficult situation that they did not even have the daily essential items. At that time, Udyan Shalini came forward and they started distributing groceries and all the basic essentials to everybody. So to raise funds for that essentials, so I was helping Udyan Care people. So basically we did a Facebook live with one of the celebrity hairstylists, and we managed to get 5,000 US dollars to support all the Shalinis whose parents are daily wage earners, and then we started getting them groceries. So that also is one of the most important event which is really close to my heart, because that was something I could help other Shalinis. Being a Shalini, I could help other families in during the COVID time.
Well, that's also one of the major tenets of the Shalini Fellowship is that each Shalini is
Giving,
required to put 50 hours of community service time. And in this case, you actually helped other Shalini fellows in their time of need during COVID. So that's a testament to you and also what the Shalini Fellowship teaches you, correct?
yes, correct.
So tell us, what is Madhu going to be? What is your career aspirations?
My career aspiration, if you ask me what you want to become, is Indian Foreign Service Officer, because of two reasons. First is I want to serve my country, and second is I want to travel all around the world. But since I have no money at this time, or I have less financial support, I've started working. I started interning at different places to get the best exposure I could get, and finally, I'm interning at Evervantage Consulting, where I'm working in the marketing department. So this is because I want to support my family. I've taken the marketing part, but then my ultimate goal remains becoming an Indian Foreign Service Officer.
Yeah, fantastic. And so for those of you who don't know, an Indian Service Foreign Officer is a governmental position, a highly selective process in India to get a position like that. And Madhu has that aspiration. So we need to wind up the interview. So if you could just quickly tell me one thing about your mentors. For all of you, the Shalini Fellowship, one of the hallmark pieces of this fellowship is that mentors are a critical part of the growth and development of a Shalini Fellow. Because the love and support that the parents give Shalinis is fantastic, but the parents are often not aware of how to make it in the corporate world, how to get, whether if it's other industries or professions that one wants to pursue, they often don't have the knowledge to provide the Shalini. And so mentors, people just like you and me, are partnered with Shalini Fellows, just like Madhu. So if you could just tell us about one of your mentors, Naina, and what the mentality she gives you, if you could just say in one or two sentences.
Okay. So Naina Shah is a textile entrepreneur, and she always encouraged me to think like a leader. So she's like a lamp in a dark tunnel where she could provide the light that I could take the next step and reach my destination. That's the best I can describe her.
Yeah, well, she sounds like a wonderful person, a major influence in your life. So last question. What would your parents say about you if I asked them?
So they would simply say, we don't have a son, we have Madhu.
That's sweet. So if you didn't hear what she said, her parents have said to her in the past that we don't have a son, we have a Madhu. So thank you, Madhu, so much for being here. If you could hang on, there might be a question or two for you.
Sure.
But, as you can see, the Shalini Fellowship has an incredible impact on the girls that are involved in it. And there are thousands of Madhus in India who, with the right opportunity, can turn their strengths and their ambitions into a successful career and put their families on the path out of poverty. So the Kiran Anjali Project is on a mission. We're on a mission to fund 27 Shalinis, and we need your help.